directly at her camera and spoke.
There we go. Hello everyone. Let me set this up. Now, am I ever streaming yet? By the way, we're using a new character I haven't got used to just yet.
She destroyed a lot of gate on my property last month. Her trespassing directly caused one of my pregnant cows to miscarry, costing me more than $500. I have everything documented. All of this has been reported to law enforcement. Victoria was warned repeatedly about vehicle deterrent devices in writing, and with signs posted every 50 feet along her.
Oh no, this is gonna be fun.
She chose to ignore those warnings.
Okay. Oh, let's first do this right here for
You're making this up. My husband
reasons.
is the HOA president. We have rights here. This land is part of the community access agreement. There is no community access agreement, I said firmly. There is no easement. You're trespassing, and you know it. Before she could respond, I heard a vehicle approaching. Deputy Morrison's patrol car appeared on the gravel road lights flashing. He drove carefully into my field, parking about 20 yards from the scene. Victoria immediately changed her demeanor. Her face transformed from rage to victimhood in seconds. As Deputy Morrison approached, she ran toward the officer and shot him. Vehicular homicide.
How they maze?
Deputy Morrison looked at the
He's still nearby. Oh.
then back.
Okay, Chad.
Ma'am, can you slow down? What happened?
It's a speed hacker. Already can tell.
Tears suddenly appearing in her eyes. I was using the community easement that goes through this property. It's been here for decades. It's perfectly legal. And suddenly my tires exploded. All four of them set up spike strips. It's a miracle.
Oh my god, I am terrible. Fair, I'm getting targeted. Bro, no way I just got targeted like that. 2 times suck.
I sent you copies of most of this last week. He flipped through the folder, nodding slowly. I remember. And the spike strips deployed with explicit warnings.
Yes, sir, I should try to get the magician or the white form of Moldy, so I'm gonna save up for that. So it means time to save up to 2,000 cash. So time to head back to gas.
Spike strips. She received it 4 days ago.
Or the eyes form. I like that one too.
He never sent me anything, and those signs are fake. This is HOA land. Deputy Morrison looked at her. Ma'am, do you have any documentation showing you have a...
I already have ultra kill chance now.
Everything she said quickly. Call him.
Only if I can get a lucky shot, I can get the other form. But first, let's try to get milestone gas today.
Deputy Morrison Press. Victoria faltered.
I just hate these this Jason.
Deputy Morrison interrupted gently. That's not how property rights work. If you're claiming an easement, you need to provide one. Mister, Chen has his property deed right here showing clear title. He turned to me. Can I see the warning letter you sent? I pulled out my phone and showed him the certified mail receipt and the signed delivery confirmation. Delivered last Thursday. She signed for it herself. Victoria's face went pale.
No way, I died like that.
You're taking his side because this is discrimination. My husband will have your badge. Deputy Morrison's expression hardened slightly. Ma'am, I need you to calm down. Threatening law enforcement isn't going to help your situation. My situation. What about his?
Yeah, that's the one I'm after. Big games chance. Only how I get that one if I hit a cool kid while they're summoning their thing, so I would have to wait and just the right time to snipe.
Then came back. Mr. Chen, I need to ask, do you want to press charges for trespassing?
Cool kid or 1x.
I looked at Victoria. For a moment, I
could try that now. Yeah, why not? So we have a chance to do it. So let's equip chance, ultra kill chance.
About 6 months of destroyed.
How about we try to gamble as much as we can? I have terrible luck, I already know.
I absolutely want to press charges. Victoria's face went through several shades of color, red to white, to an almost grayish pale. The reality of the situation was finally...
Oh, the rolling? Even better.
Civil matter. Property disputes are civil. You said so yourself last time Deputy Morrison pulled out his citation book. Criminal trespassing isn't civil now, especially after multiple documented warnings. The gate Victoria's eyes went wide. I don't know what you're talking about. I never touched any gate. I have trail cam footage, I said. Clear video of you cutting my chain with bolt cutters. She opened her mouth, then closed it. The lies were catching up to her. Deputy Morrison
Headshot now.
Mrs. Pemberton, I'm citing you
Flipping the
for
coin.
trespassing.
Weakness.
Depending on what the district attorney decides, there
Oh,
may
that's
be
good flip.
additional charges
2
for
gunshots I
property
can probably hit.
You'll have a court date in approximately 3 weeks.
3.
The citation will have all the details. This is insane, Victoria said, but her voice had lost its edge. She was starting to sound desperate. Richard is going to Hill. I need to call him. She pulled out her phone.
Should we try to hit Noli? Why
We all
not? Let's
stood
find
there in
him.
awkward silence while it rang and rang and rang. No answer. She tried again. Still no. Then dialed another number. I'm calling my lawyer. This time someone answered, but I could hear the response.
I shot the wrong Noli.
Victoria, it's 7:45 in the morning.
That sucks. I just got insult to injury.
She practically shrieked. I'm stuck on that property I told you about, and this man has destroyed my car, and the police are trying to...
I got a little while until my gun's back. How about we complete some generators?
Victoria, I told you not to use that route anymore. I specifically advised you to stop going through that property. Her face went even paler. But you said you told me, I told you we'd explore your options legally. I never told you to keep trespassing.
See Noli.
Listen,
I'm chilling
I
right
can't
now.
talk about this over the phone. Stop talking to anyone. Don't sign anything, and call my office during business hours. The lawyer hung up. Victoria stood there staring at her phone like it had betrayed her. Deputy Morrison finished writing the citation and handed it to her. Ma'am, we need to get your vehicle out of this field. I'm going to call for a closing. How much is that going to cost? I can't ask. 10 minutes later,
Gotcha! Bye!
do you have any...
Nah, he's mad because I shot him straight in the face. No way. Snipe him. Okay, good shot on him, take it. Oh wait, that's the point, probably get back. But that's this point, so...
Victoria paid with a credit card, her hands shaking slightly as she signed the receipt. Deputy Morrison looked at her.
We should try to get that
Mrs.
one.
Pemberton, do you need a ride home? She nodded numbly. Before she left, she turned to me. The fury was gone now, replaced with something that looked like genuine.
That was honestly a fair fight,
Richard
but only
was
only got me because I
everything
said
she said, but
not
there
to
was
stand
no
right
conviction
the
for
straight.
The HOA will destroy you. You'll lose this
So let's try to get
You'll lose
the game form of my character.
Victoria, I'm not in your HOA. Your husband has no power here, and I didn't do anything illegal. You did. Multiple times. For 6 months. This is on you. She didn't have a response to that. Deputy Morrison drove her away.
I know why I died. But honestly, that was actually kind of a good shot in a while. I haven't done that in a while.
I walked back to my barn, sat down on my laptop, and made multiple copies of all the morning's camera footage. Everything was done.
Only again, huh?
But even as I sat there, I couldn't shake the feeling that this wasn't over yet. I was right. 2 days passed quietly. I half expected Victoria to come back. No white escalator.
No, my gun failed. Hey.
HOA lawyer this time, but a personal attorney for a different firm. The letter threatened legal action for property damage to her vehicle, claimed the spike strips constituted reckless endangerment, and demanded I pay for all repairs plus compensation for her emotional distress. The amount they were seeking is $42,000. And I could hear the smile on his face. Let me handle this, he said.
Should we try?
How is a lawsuit for $42,000 good news, I asked. Because they're overplaying their hand, Jim explained. They're claiming emotional distress and reckless endangerment when you have 6 months of documented trespassing for warning.
No.
Everything she actually said. 6 months of trespassing is roughly 240 individual incidents at minimum. Property damage to your gate. Destruction of crops. I'll need you to calculate the actual value of the corn she destroyed. The vet bill for your miscarried heifer. Emotional distress.
Me over here just constantly flipping a coin.
And I'm going to push.
How high can we get our weakness at?
And malicious. Jim did the math. The total came to $28,000 in actual damages. With punitive damages, we could potentially seek more. Send them the counter notice, I told Jim. Let's see what happens. Jim's response letter was a masterpiece. It systematically destroyed every claim in Victoria's lawsuit, provided overwhelming documentation of her trespassing, and presented our counterclaim with all supporting evidence. He sent it certified mail to both Victoria's personal lawyer and her HOA's legal team. The response was silence. Complete silence. A week went by with no legal communication at all. I started to relax slightly, thinking
Boy. Okay, I got... My weakness is so low, I got clapped once.
It's all over town. Apparently Victoria's spike strip incident had made local news. Not the big news stations, but the community Facebook groups and the local newspaper's website.
I can't believe I did that to my own self. I was going to try to shoot him.
The story spread like wildfire. People were discussing everywhere.
Oh, it's just Shuletsky. Destroy him, Shuletsky. Finish the job that we couldn't. How about I try to use Shuletsky? See if I can buy a Shuletsky from the store. I know I got the
Using HOA funds for personal expenses, paying for personal money, even using HOA credit cards for shopping trips and spa days. They're talking about criminal charges, Dale told me. Embezzlement, fraud, theft, the whole 9 yards. I was stunned. I'd known Victoria was entitled.
I don't know if I'm gonna be good at them, but we'll see. I'm minimally better at guess.
Over the next week, more details emerged. The HOA held their emergency meeting and voted to place both Victoria and Richard on immediate suspension from the board, pending a full financial audit. They hired a forensic accountant to review all the records from the past 5 years. The audit revealed that Victoria had embezzled approximately $60,000 over 2 years. She'd been clever about it. Small amounts.
Oh, the time I need to be the character.
HOA vendor payments
Okay, let's try this.
her personal contractors.
Careful,
But it all added
use
up.
damage
The
lately.
HOA filed a police report. The county sheriff's office opened an investigation, and suddenly Victoria had much bigger problems than a trespassing citation and a destroyed Escalade. The easement documents Victoria had claimed to have, they never existed. She'd completely made them up, apparently believing that her position as treasurer and her husband's position as president meant no one would question her. Richard Pemberton resigned from the HOA
Corrupt
board in
nature.
disgrace. Whether he'd known about the embezzlement or was just negligently ignorant, he was done. The community turned against them both. Victoria and Richard put their house up for sale 2 weeks after the spike strip incident. According to Dale, they were trying to get out before the criminal charges officially came down. My court date for the trespassing case arrived in mid-April. Victoria appeared with a different lawyer, her third one, and pleaded guilty to criminal trespassing in exchange for the property destruction charges being reduced to a misdemeanor. The judge ordered her to pay me restitution for documented damages, $8,500 total, covering the destroyed gate calculated crop loss and the vet bill for Daisy. It wasn't the full $28,000 Jim had calculated, but it was something. Victoria was also placed on 12 months probation with a specific condition: she was forbidden from coming within 500 feet of my property. Essentially a protective order. She didn't look at me once during the entire court proceeding. She looked diminished, somehow smaller, older, defeated. I used the restitution money to install a proper fence along my entire western boundary. Not to keep Victoria out specifically, she was legally barred from my property.
Brother.
Beautiful. 8 feet tall reinforced steel posts with proper gates at the access points. It cost more than the $8,000 I received, but it was worth it for the peace of mind. 2 months later, I was formally charged with embezzlement and fraud. The criminal case was still pending last I heard, but her lawyer was trying to major fines and permanent restitution to the HOA. Richard divorced her. According to the local
That was too early, I guess. No! Why do I be Victoria Shletsky? Like, bro, cool, what I do to you?
Daisy recovered from her miscarriage and was successfully pregnant. Cattle grazed peacefully without anyone honking horns at them. One evening in late summer, I was
Well, this kid has a gambling addiction.
when I thought about the whole situation. It had started with such a simple thing: someone used my property as a shortcut, but it had revealed so much about entitlement, accountability, and the importance of standing up for yourself. Victoria had thought her position, her authority, and her wealth made her above the rules. She thought she could ignore property rights, legal warnings, and basic human decency because she'd gotten away with it before in other contexts. She was if she'd just stopped after my first warning, none of this would have happened. The trespassing citations, the destroyed Escalade, the public humiliation, the embezzlement investigation, the divorce, all of it could have been avoided if she'd simply respected someone's property rights. But people like Victoria don't think that way. They push and push until something pushes back harder. I took a sip of my coffee and watched my cattle grazing in the evening light. No tire tracks through my door. No entitled HOA treasurer treating my farm like a personal highway. Just peace, quiet, and satisfaction knowing I defended what was mine through completely legal means. The spike strips were still in my barn, carefully stored away. I'd never deployed them again, never needed to. But their existence and what had happened when Victoria ignored the warnings about them had become something of a local legend. Sometimes standing up to a bully means letting them destroy themselves while standing on the right side of the law. And sometimes karma doesn't need it. It just needs nothing. Their wealth, their connections, or just years of getting away with bad behavior. These people push boundaries constantly, taking a little more each time, testing to see how far they can go before someone finally says no. Victoria Pemberton wasn't born entitled. She became that way through years of no one holding her accountable.
Oh my God.
She got away with it. It reinforced her belief that she was special, that she was above the rules everyone else had to follow. But here's the truth. Accountability always comes eventually. It might take time. It might require patience and documentation and standing your ground when it feels easier to just give in. But it comes. The most important lesson I learned from this whole experience isn't about spike strips or trespassing laws. It's about the importance of standing up for yourself with integrity. I didn't escalate to violence. I didn't break any laws. I didn't resort to the kind of behavior.
Let's see what we get this round.
I simply enforced it.
Finally, that wouldn't take long enough.
That matters. Because when everything ended up in court, when the lawyers got involved, when the community started asking questions, I was there with a clear conscience, knowing I'd done everything the right way. There's power in that, real power. Not the fake authority that comes from a title or a position.
What? So you can get on a generator, buddy.
They thought they'd never face consequences. You don't want to miss one. Remember, your property is yours. Your boundaries matter. And no one, no matter how important they can be.
Today, I'm not even half as heavy as you need to be to eat here for free. Now I've gained a lot of weight on this trip. I was 152 pounds.
You're kidding? Here. You actually think I was falling for that again? Ah, they had a good combo, I'll tell you that.
This is intense, right? This is a heart attack grill.
GG.
Wow.
Have you been here before?
I've never been here. This is quite the experience so far.
Can I tell you about the menu?
Yeah, sure.
Nothing great. No lettuce, no pickles, bacon, bacon, everything. Nothing diet, it's a bad word. Shakes are amazing, but it is a butterfat shake, so it's very thick.
Good job.
Wine comes in an ID bag, Jello shots come in a syringe, and then all of our liquor comes in a pill bottle with a free slushie. And then water is only bottled. We don't want you to drink it. It has no calories.
Okay, alright, got it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
This must be the spanking station. This is where you get slapped 3 times pretty hard, apparently, if you don't finish your food. Just about makes it for a free burger, I think. But have a look at the menu and see what we
Oh,
get.
John Doe. I love to fight John Doe's.
I'd never live it down if I didn't order that one. I got to get one of those butterfat shakes. Apparently those have somewhere between 1,500 and 3,000 calories in them. I feel like I should have ordered that IV of wine. I mean, I hate wine, but it looks good on thumbnail, right? It's hard to like this one, you know, because there's a lot of different light sauces. I won't bore you with the details. I'm not entirely sure what I want to order, actually, but
Right, well, we can find out together.
I think I have to order
Yes,
the
I
hot
will.
stuff bypass, but yeah, I'm not
With the bacon, right?
7 minutes, so easily done.
Yeah. Yeah, add bacon to it. Then it's almost 20,000.
Oh, so with the bacon it's 20,000?
Yeah.
I gotta get the bacon there, yeah.
Sorry, how about our chili? I'll see if nobody else knows that chili, but it's not great. Yes, we have chocolate strawberry, vanilla, and vanilla or coffee. It's really good. We have a small syringe that I administer orally as a strawberry vodka jello shot, and then we have the giant syringe which when we use medication. Absolutely. Give you your medication.
I can probably do one of those.
Okay. All right. I will be right back with your medication.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thanks for coming.
Is that what one of your freebies? You got a free burger? Yeah? Nice.
Just to remind you that it's made with butter. It's a little thick and creamy.
In case you forgot. Oh, and this is the...
Your medication.
Oh, right, okay.
Don't try to chew it. Relax the throat and swallow it. Yes, I do it all at once.
Okay.
Okay, you ready?
I don't know if I'm ready.
Here we go. Close your mouth around it. Makes it easier. Nice. Just like that. You took your medication.
Oh, that did feel a bit like a medical
Right?
procedure.
That way when you get your spanking, you don't feel it as much.
This is the IV of wine, which
It's
not
an entirely liter.
a liter. That's thank you. I don't know if would drink a liter of wine, would they?
Wow.
My sister would actually. That's a lie.
Wait, wow. He had to do that up close.
Oh, that is greasy. All right.
Corrupted. You'll regret that.
Is it gonna stand up?
One issue with John Doe, he's using it as a thing for a range, not blocking people in.
Think I can finish it?
He's messing up in his attacks.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm looking forward to spicy stuff. 40 slices of bacon.
Right.
An entire tomato.
All right.
Servings of cheese.
Okay.
I didn't use that for attacking. Yeah,
It's a lot. It's 20,000 calories.
19,900.
We can run out of I'm on this liquid as well. You cook these things in lard.
Yeah. The flavor in there.
And the world famous Star Grill today in downtown Las Vegas. And I'm taking on the Octopus Bypass Burger. You don't get to finish it, but
You get the vibe.
Hope using it for attack and use it correctly. You idiot of a John Doe. This John Doe's actually kind of stupid.
Thank you. I'll put the timer on the screen just for fun. This is Baby's food. And this is the legendary Octopus Bypass Burger.
Trying to fire. Oh. John Doe's food.
Welcome back. We participated in the Outside Grill. The locally dietary access. I don't think I've ever been asked. The daily restaurant more than I've been asked because it wasn't like some kind of religious pilgrimage after all these years of doing what I do. And of course, I have to get the Bypass Burger. No less.
Let's go to smoke scope then. John Doe's in School John Doe, I'm out.
Devoted his life to finding the cure for his daughter Alicia, who suffered from a rare inherited disease. Desperate to save her, he worked tirelessly in his laboratory and also preserved her likeness and voices with caution, fearing she might not survive.
Even as he worked desperately to create a cure, the young girl's father would record his daughter.
His research eventually led to the creation of the T virus, a groundbreaking discovery that had the potential to cure countless human ailments. The treatment was a success, reversing Alicia's condition and restoring her health. Encouragement.
I couldn't do anything because of stupid John Doe.
Distributing the T virus as a revolutionary medicine that promised to change the world.
T-virus had a myriad of applications, treating 1,000 different diseases.
Sometime later, a young boy who had taken the T virus-based medicine was traveling in a sky pod when he suddenly began choking on a peanut. As panicked adults rushed to help, the boy's body reacted violently. Within moments, he transformed into a savage creature and attacked everyone around him. By the time the pod reached its destination, every passenger inside was dead. Marcus's business partner, Dr. Alexander Isaacs, quickly covered up the tragic event to protect the company.
Oh wait, this is that one
Horrified by what
kid.
his creation had become, insisted the virus must be destroyed, while Isaac saw it as a powerful tool that could be weaponized and controlled. Their disagreement escalated until Isaacs ordered Wesker to kill Marcus. After Marcus's death, Isaac
Send
took
up generators
50%
while we
ownership
wait.
of the Umbrella Corporation, with the remaining half belonging to
We can
Alicia.
help
He
everyone
also gained guardianship of Alicia, securing full control over both her and the company.
Dr. Isaacs created a powerful artificial intelligence.
Under Isaacs, Umbrella became a global powerhouse. To manage its vast operations, he created an artificial intelligence named the Red Queen, modeled after Alicia using Marcus's old recordings. A decade later, an outbreak struck Rescue City. The government bombed the city, but the airborne virus spread across the world within days, wiping out most of humanity.
The final outbreak spread across the world within 3 years.
Years later, the last remnants of humanity gathered for a final stand against the Umbrella Corporation, but it turned out to be a trap. A grown-up Alice emerged from an underground hatch into the silent ruins of Washington, D.C. The city lay in ruins, its buildings shattered and debris scattered everywhere. While searching for water, she came across a pool and knelt to drink, but a massive creature suddenly burst from the water, lunging at her. Its leg was chained, limiting its reach. Alice fought back, keeping her distance as the creature slashed against her head, then pulled away and continued her journey through the desolate wasteland. Alice searched the destroyed buildings for weapons, but found very little. As she moved through the ruins, the ground began to shake, and a winged creature burst from the rubble. She fled in a nearby jeep, maneuvering to make the monster crash into another vehicle. For a moment, she thought she had escaped, but the creature was still following her. It tore the roof off the jeep and struck at her with its tail. Alice accelerated, forcing it into another collision, then turned the vehicle itself into a weapon, driving straight into the creature and pinning it down. She set off the explosives inside the jeep and escaped just before the blast destroyed the monster. A siren sounded soon after, followed by a hidden camera scanning her. Tracking the signal, Alice discovered a bunker filled with weapons with no people. A fax machine began printing the word "Hello, Alice" repeatedly, and screens lit up
Oh my
to
god, I
reveal
swear to
the
God,
Red
this
Queen,
kid.
who claimed she was no longer loyal
I hate
to
those 'cause
Umbrella
I'm trying to
and
finish
needed
off a
Alice's
generator.
help to stop it.
No, quite the opposite. I want you to stop me. Stop me.
The Red Queen's warning came just in time for Alice to avoid another attack from an undead creature. Acting quickly, she took down the monster and decapitated it within seconds. The AI then informed her that humanity had only 48 hours left. To save the
Fake, man.
Alice needed to return to Raccoon City and reach
Yeah, that's fake.
the hive. There she would find an airborne antidote capable of wiping out the T-virus and everything infected by it. Alice asked why the Red Queen was helping her. The AI replied that she would find her answers once she reached the hive. Before disconnecting, the Red Queen set a time on Alice's watch and told her to make things right.
Make your way.
Bro, come on! Why me? I'm trying to do generators! Why did you have to bring it when I was? If I could have had full health at the time of this stupid...
A group of soldiers surrounded her and began beating her while she hung helplessly. Despite the disadvantage, Alice fought back, grabbed one of the guns,
I hate this player because they got in my way and tried to ignore each other where I'm at.
finally she turned and shot her last, ending the fight and breaking free.
Who's this player?
She delivered an electric shock that knocked her unconscious. When she woke up, she found herself locked in a cell with several other captives. Soon after, Isaacs appeared and revealed that the version of whom she had killed earlier was only a clone. He told her that he had destroyed all of the remaining clones and kept her head as associates. Isaacs then demanded that she explain why she was lost in Raccoon City and who had given her that information.
Let's see, Golden Freddy's jump scare sound plays right here. Being chased by thousands of undead, the guards chained her hands to the back of the vehicle, forcing her to run behind it to stay alive. When one of the undead gets close, she fights it off, but knows she cannot last long. Taking advantage of a distracted guard, she hides beneath the tank and pulls him down when it leans over, leaving him to be devoured. She climbs onto the tank, defeats another guard, and throws him to the horde as well. Isaacs then emerges, leading to a brutal hand-to-hand fight. Both land several heavy blows, but Alice eventually gains control, using a rope to strike his head against the tank. Even as more undead attack, she fends them off quickly. Isaacs drags her back into the fight, but she locks him in a chokehold until he's forced to unlock her restraints. He strikes again, yet she regains the advantage and nearly kills him before another tank opens fire.
Amid the chaos, Alice spotted another umbrella motorcycle stored inside the tank. Seizing the moment, she cut off Isaac's hand and used it to unlock the vehicle's biometric system.
Oh my god, the worst time to have
fire, but she
a
skillfully
1X.
dodged the
You're
blast
gonna watch out for
and
mad
managed to escape.
infection. So, I'm Mad infection, watch out.
Quickly assisted Dr. Isaacs inside the tank. Hours later, Alice arrived at the ruins of Raccoon City, where a massive crater now marked the city center. Back at the hive, Wesker noticed her approach and ordered the activation of maximum security. As Alice rode through the deserted streets, a falling pole struck her motorcycle, throwing her to the ground and knocking her unconscious. Alice wakes up to find a man named Doc preparing to inject her with something. Acting fast, she stops him and takes him hostage, just as a group of armed survivors enters the room. Before things escalate, Claire appears and tells everyone that Alice is an ally.
Put it down, please. We tried to shoot the both of us.
What's in this?
Sure, gentlemen.
Put it down now.
The group goes up to the rooftop and sees Isaacs coming toward them with 2 armored tanks and a large crowd of undead following behind. As they try to plan their next move, Alice suddenly collapses from exhaustion. Doc gives her some medicine, and after resting for a while, she recovers. She then agrees to help defend their base in return for help reaching the hive and finding the antidote.
We save these people, and we can together.
Their supplies were running low, but they still had several barrels of gasoline left. Using what they could find, the group built simple catapults and traps to prepare for the attack. Claire showed Alice around the camp, explaining their setup and resources. During their talk, Alice warned her that there might be an imposter among them and told her not to trust anyone completely.
What are you saying?
Got your back.
When night comes, Isaacs and his army attack. The defenders light one of their catapults and launch a flaming projectile, destroying one of the tanks. Isaac stops the other tank and releases the survivors from inside to draw the undead closer. When the creatures start chasing her, Alice opens the gate to rescue her, while the others fire at the approaching horde.
You got There we go. 16.
Hello, this is Mr. Davis Hanson. I'm alone today for our interview on our podcast with Senator John Kennedy. I thought I'd cut right to the quick. Senator, you have a distinguished law degree from the University of Virginia, another law degree from Mullen College at Oxford. What do you make of this question we're having? And you did write, I thought, astute about Article 6 of the Supremacy Clause. It seems to me that the federal government is trying to enforce something that's pretty clearly a federal matter, that is immigration. We've got the Chicago police, of course, not, I guess you would say, not responding to the call. We have governors and mayors who are actively urging people to resist federal law, even to make sanctuary areas where the federal government cannot go. Where's this all going to lead if we're not careful?
Not bad killer to handle.
It's an honor to get
Not
to
that
talk
annoying
to you.
either.
I follow everything you speak and write. And my wife, Becky's even a bigger fan. It is clear to me, after going through 4 years...
He's on a rampage right now.
...with President Biden, that the Democratic Party today believes that vetting people at the border is racist.
Wonder.
I think it's true.
You're into his coffee. I wonder.
No doubt
Probably cool kid.
Some will say it, others try to mask it, but that they just believe in open borders. Now, that is their privilege, their right as an American to believe that. But they can't not follow the law.
Let's see.
The law is very clear. And most Americans,
You gotta be kidding me. How did I miss that? Okay, that's just hacks.
Coming in and out of their house. And so you can be both for legal immigration and against illegal immigration without being
He was not on the ground, somehow he still hit me in midair.
The Democrats, they'd be much more honest intellectually if they just say, we don't think there ought to be borders. And you see it in their sanctuary cities, what they're doing, pointed out, the supremacy clause.
What do you have that in our past with South Carolina 1832, and that's where state federal laws did not apply to them or federal property even. Sure. Precursor. Are you worried that we're getting closer to some kind of, I don't know what would be the word. I don't think we're going to have a John Brown raid everywhere, but who knows? We see like getting
She's punching.
They know that what they're doing is wrong. And
I feel like Katie Rachel's way better than the other two.
go ahead and do that legal law.
Little kid, just a brain damaged child.
You still have to fight. And if I don't inspire people, I would do just what the Trump administration is doing. I would enforce the law. I would send in ICE agents. And I would offer these mayors and governors.
So they're basically fighting a brain damaged child.
I feel like Katie Rachel's way better than the other two.
Send in law enforcement personnel to help with their crime. I just can't. If I were mayor of a major city today, or the governor of the state, crime additional law enforcement out. And it was a mystery to me why the Democrats won't accept it, except that anybody President Trump is for, they're against. If President Trump came out in favor of holding of breathing to survive, the Democrats would hold their breath. Then he's got that.
What would happen? I mean, we've had ICE agents that were blockaded. One of the people What happens if Mayor Johnson or someone of that extreme viewpoint actually says that I'm going to use law enforcement?
She healed up all that damage.
We've got something that we've never encountered in our recent history.
Wow, cool kid gets it. Cool kid, dude. Brain damaged child's not getting his way. Sad.
I've got rocks in my driveway that are dumber than that. But he would get it. We would have to use federal law because federal law is called it control in their federal statute.
Was that always a revelation that we're putting people in this area that don't really know the Constitution?
I was constantly shocked, and I try to be backwards. So we rejected President Trump's nominees. But not in every case, but I would say, Professor, in 70% of the cases, President Biden in lawyers second.
Jeez, keep good disease to yourself.
They had no courtroom experience. They hadn't really thought about the law. And I said repeatedly to both sides, you know, you have enormous power. And just because you've seen my cousin...
Wow, the brain damaged child didn't win.
For one thing, you've got to know a lot. And just basic provisions of like the United States Constitution. It was clear to me that a lot of them had never read.
Okay, so how about we get Cool Kid and then we get Mafioso. He's 2,777. Well, I could get Pretty Princess too.
Service as the treasure treasure. What do you think was...
Or Cupcake. Cupcake is a basic EXE character, as I found out. I'll do
So, you know, these 30, 70 issues are on. Is it the hatred of Trump? Is it building under Obama? What's your diagnosis that happened to this party?
I think it was because of Obama. I think there's
Cool Kid.
always been a struggle within the Democratic Party. There's one within the Republican Party, particularly within the Democratic Party, between what I call the blue wing of the socialist
Why is a
wing
Cool Kid?
and
Cool Kid is getting sniped like around, so I'm not gonna bother Cool Kid. I am going to go do this. It's gonna be actually a good spot to camp. Let me do this.
This player thought his teacher was dead until that day. Meanwhile, this celebrity decided to surprise her former teacher with a...
Just go down this way.
This player thought his teacher was dead until that day. Meanwhile, this celebrity decided to surprise her former teacher with a $20,000 gift. These are moments when celebrities reunited with their old teachers, starting with Will Poulter, who, while talking about his school days and the bulk he went through, revealed that he only managed to get through it thanks to a very special teacher. That's when the production set up the surprise.
And there's Miss Miranda with a message saying hello.
Well, I know how difficult things were for you at school, and I just want you to know how unbelievably proud I was of you then and continue to be today. You're a true inspiration and will always have my active support. Thanks for being you.
Oh, I know that story. You're supposed to
That's so unexpected. That's amazing. I didn't even expect that. Oh, that's great. That's great. She's amazing. Hugh Jackman, on the other hand, so many years. But this other time, the roles were reversed. Few people know, but before fame, Hugh Jackman was a... Later in 2013, he ran into one of his former students, and this was his reaction.
Sit down. Nah! What I did to you?
When she reunited with her old English...
Screw you, Cool Kid. I didn't do anything to you. I was just trying to get some couple of money. Bluey. Dude. All I did was should have waited so I can deck him in the face.
Fast and Furious star Tyrese Gibson was caught off guard with a special visit. During the show, he talked about how important his old teacher Reggie Andrews was in his life. He just didn't expect what was about to happen. Just one.
No fair! Reggie, come on out.
Here's that Cool Kid is persistent.
No fair!
Former soccer player Ian Wright also relived a powerful memory when he saw the man who changed his life. The most emotional part, he thought his old teacher was already dead.
Don't tell him that story. It's a big one.
No fair!
GG's.
And I'm so glad.
He made it to his face.
God, I can't believe it. I can't believe it.
You can see on his face how special that moment was. Mr. Pigden was the one who believed in right when no one else did. And according to the player himself, he was the man who completely changed the course of his life. Stephen Curry has proven many times that he doesn't forget his roots, and this reunion with his former teacher shows exactly that.
Welcome in. I'm just playing some Forsaken against a lot. Oh my god, why is it always Cool Kid? I hate this autistic kid. Come on every round.
Timothée Chalamet was surprised by his old drama teacher, Harry Schiffman.
Well, pal, you earned your keep and the recognition of your artistry.
You know, Blue did basically has brain damage.
Wit, passion, and
So that's why he's always sounding like he's speaking to a stream.
Feel it and bring us more of what it means to be human. I love it. Always remember, as Bob Dylan once said, keep a good head. Don't be
Amazing. Thank you.
Let me get out of here.
Thank you for organizing.
Venus Williams also had an extremely emotional reunion. She decided to surprise her former English teacher, Mrs. Kathy.
Oh my god. Nom nom nom.
Another person who never forgot the one who believed in him back in school was Travis Scott. During the filming of his documentary Look Mom, I Can Fly, he was surprised by his former school counselor, Sarah Romero.
Oh my God, she saved my life in high school, like real life.
Now look at what Harry Styles did. He asked the crowd for silence and started looking for his very first teacher.
You get really quiet, and I'm going to see if I can locate this person, if you don't mind helping. Because my first ever school teacher is here tonight. Mrs. Vernon. Here she is. Mrs. Vernon!
Singer Cardi B is known for being totally unfiltered, but when she went back to her old elementary school to surprise her teacher, the world saw a completely different side of her.
Nom nom nom.
Not Arshiletsky, leave anyone not anyone but Arshiletsky, why him? Not Arshiletsky or Elliot, why he trying to kill Elliot, come on.
Hey Carol, Dwayne Johnson.
No, I am at like
wanted to
29
take a moment
HP.
to say congratulations. Congratulations, Carol, for your retirement from Virginia High School after 39 amazing, incredible years.
Bye-bye.
On another occasion, The Rock reunited with an old friend from the past and did something unbelievable.
I can't thank you enough for when I was 15 and you had every right to say, I don't know this kid, I don't want to means so much to me because
okay, we're good. I am at minimum health,
I love you and I appreciate it.
He's not.
And I thank you for buying me my first car from that crackhead. And now I have an opportunity now to tell you this is your new car. Oh my God. Put your mask up, Mark. Come here. Oh my God. Oh my God. I mean, nobody's ever done to me like this before. I can't believe it. I love you so much. It's more than put out this. I love you too, man. There's a little thing, but I want you to take this back to Walls, Mississippi, where I have stayed before. Walls, Mississippi, in one of those trailers. And I always appreciate it.
Okay, how? How did he hit that?
While recording, out of nowhere, one always
Bro, I hate Cool Kid. It's like the worst character to go against every round.
Now let's talk about Muhammad Ali. One of those heartwarming moments on the show This Is Your Life. A surprise video of his third grade teacher, Mrs. Carter, here.
No one likes these character kids. Finally.
J.J. Watt showed that he dominates not only the football field, but also school hallways. The NFL star went back to the classroom where it all began and surprised his former fourth grade teacher, Mrs. T.
Bro, what the? Bruh. I cannot. I'm going to get gangbanged by Shaletsky. Stop it! Can he get? Can he? Back your boy. Boy, where do you think you're going?
I want to be on TV. Teacher called me to the
Do you actually think that you can just see?
She called me.
This time, it wasn't with a teacher, but it was definitely...
Okay.
He was interviewed by a reporter named L'Oreal, who actually went to high school with him. problem? He used to make fun of him back in school, and Michael didn't forget that.
You know, we know each other. We go way back all the way to
Bro, come on!
Her lunch break to help Tiffany, giving her magazines and newspapers. Denzel Washington also got the chance to reunite with someone very special from his past. When he was just 7 years old, it was Mrs. Connie, the local librarian, who gave him his very first library card, and he shared this moment on The Tonight Show.
And she, right, exactly. And she remembered me, and she said, you get the little skinny books. And I said, well, it was me. A lot of pictures.
Here, Bonnie? Yeah. Hi, Ginger. How are you? I'm fine. I was just thinking of a wonderful memory I was asked for. I'm here in a nursing home, and my clears those wonderful memories.
Oh yeah! Now let's go consistently.
Join the library.
Tyson also never forgot the first move he did him from the very beginning. He met Aunt Kathy when he was a kid. He was the one who wanted his very first laptop. The one who used to start editing videos.
Guys, get back there in the end.
Today, he's one of the biggest streamers in the world.
I'm enough talking. I want you to have $20,000. No, please take it, please. Yes, I know you don't even.
Oh my god!
Right before going on stage with Hamilton, he got a surprise message from none other than his 8th grade teacher.
Bro, come on! Why am I getting targeted? What'd I do? I think it's finally time to switch over to another game.
That it would lead you where you are today. But congratulations. I've heard a lot about what you're doing in Puerto Rico, and I wish you well in those endeavors, and continued great success down there.
Oh,
Quinta Brunson, creator and star of Abbott Elementary, had one of those huge surprises on Jimmy Kimmel Live. While she was talking about the inspiration for her show, she mentioned her 6th grade teacher, who had a big impact on her life. That's when Jimmy brought her teacher onto the show virtually.
So, the school, Abbott Elementary, is, we know, named after one of your real teachers, Ms. Abbott. Well, let's talk to her again, because we happen to have her on... Wow.
Oh, just very honored.
Did you know, did you ever imagine back when she was a 6th grade student that Quinta would one day write a show and name it after you? Oh, there you guys are together.
Go ahead and stream for Barrett. Bye, guys.
My class.